So I am recording. All right. So tonight we are talking about sharing young living. So some people think of it as starting a business. That seems overwhelming to me. So we wanted to make sure that people are aware it really is just simply sharing your oil. So you definitely are gonna want to grab a pen and paper because we're going to give you some tips that you can write down, useful tips, hardcore stuff that you can actually implement right away to start sharing. So if you've got your kit, you probably bought it with the intent of using the stuff for yourself. That's what almost every single person buys their kit for. But did you know that with that kit, you also have the ability to make a difference in your friends' lives and make a little money on the side for doing it. So it's really no different than when you go to a restaurant that you really like. You want to share that with your friends, right? So you go and tell all your friends, hey, I just went to this amazing Mexican restaurant. They have the best enchiladas. You've got to go. Or hey, Julie. Or you really love something on Netflix and you say, oh my gosh, I'm totally into this Netflix series and it really made me think of you. You've got to watch it. We do that all the time and it's non-threatening. Maybe somebody comes back and says, well, I don't have Netflix or something to that effect. You don't take it personally. You don't get offended and they don't unfriend you. They can say no. It's no big deal. So it's no different than sharing the oils in your kit or your Ningxia kit, your Thieves kit, whatever kit you bought. Just simply, if you haven't had your aha moment yet, trust me, you will. That just shows that you haven't used them long enough, because I guarantee you there's going to be at least one Young Living product that is going to blow your mind, and you don't want to keep that a secret. You're going to want to share it. So have your pen and paper ready. I've got something, just kind of some easy conversation starters to get going with that. So we call it FORM. It's an acronym, FORM. So write down the F, the O, the R, and the M. Those stand for family, occupation, recreation, and motivation or message. So again, family, occupation, recreation, motivation, or message. So just think of it, we're basically just asking open-ended questions. Any kind of a question that's more going to get you more than a yes, no answer. Young Living is so much more than just selling a product. And that's what I love about it. I'm not a salesperson. I didn't go to school for sales. I went to school to help people. I went into healthcare because I want to help people. So just, especially in today's world where we feel so disconnected, just reach out to your friends and touch base with them. I've reached out to friends literally with nothing more than just, how are you doing? Just as simple as that, because everybody's lives have been affected by this virus, whether they used to work in an office, now they're working at home, and they have to figure out what they're going to do with their kids' school lives and everything. Everybody's world has changed. So it's not threatening at all to just reach out to a friend and say, how are you doing with all this? And just open up the conversation. People are starving for human connection right now. They want people to talk to them, ask them questions. They want to know what's going on in people's lives. So the form setting is just kind of an easy way, just kind of gives you some ideas of how to ask a question. So under family, here's some examples of some questions you could ask. Where are you from? What brought you to this area? How long have you lived here? Tell me about your family. What is it that you like about being here? How did you meet your partner? Have you heard from so-and-so recently, like a mutual friend, something like that. So those are some things you can ask about family-wise. Under occupation, some things you could ask are, what is it that you do? What do you love about your job? Is it rewarding? I'd love to hear more about your business. Did you go to school for that? How long have you been with that company? What made you go into that line of work? So just think of all the conversations that could ensue from that. So we want to hear from them because we want to help them. We want to see what their needs are. For recreation, it always works to compliment somebody on what they're wearing. Oh, I love your earrings. Those look handmade. Did you get those at a farmer's market? I love farmer's markets. Where do you go? Or, you know, I really like that shirt. It looks really good on you. That's a good color on you. Just open up. What do you do when you're not working? Do you follow sports? That sort of thing. And then under motivation and message, obviously this is going to be more for closer friends, but some questions that they have listed here. What in the past has made you the happiest? What did you dream of doing when you were a child? Aside from your work and hobbies, what's important for you to do? What's your goal right now? What are things on your bucket list? Obviously, those are more deep questions for friends that might be a little closer, but still just some really good conversation starters. And I don't know if anybody's ever taken the color personality test. I know there's several out there, but I really like the one that has the 4 colors, red, yellow, green, and blue. So red personalities are more for just show me the fastest way to get something done. They're very to the point, very business oriented. Yellow, that's what I am. Those are the people persons. They want to help. They want to be the helper. Green personalities are more show me all the information. I want data, I want numbers, I want facts. And the blues, those are the fun ones. They don't care what they're there for as long as they're having fun. If it's a class, they're all in as long as it's going to be fun. So if you know what your personality is, think about these questions. For red personalities, the get to the bottom and get it done. What are your priorities? Think about that. For yellow people like me that want to help people, who would find meaning in this? So just think, you know, say you have your aha moment with lavender and you want to share that. Think to yourself, who could benefit from this? Who would have a similar experience to this? The green personalities that want all the data. How is this important to you? Or how important is this to you? And the blue, the fun people, why is this important to you? So you want to know your why. So one of the things about sharing that makes it easier too is pick your top 3. You know, we have a whole line of supplements, personal care items, oils. So we're going to kind of go over some of our top 3. Patsy and I'm going to talk about my top 3 supplements. So that's kind of your elevator speech. You know, Young Living has over 600 products. So you can't just say, okay, here's 600 products that I think you should choose. Just pick your top 3 of one of the lines that we have. So my supplements are Ningxia Red. I think everybody who knows me knows this. You can see about half of it is puree. That's what I love about it. It's not just juice, it's the whole fruit in here. Supports every single body system. I think every person, young and old, should be on this. And I tell everybody about it. Second supplement that I cannot go without is Life9. It's a good probiotic. Keep it in the fridge. It has 17 billion live cultures. It supports your digestive system, which is where your immune system lives. So especially right now during this uncertain time, and as we go into the fall and winter months when everybody is sick more often, we need that digestive support to boost our immune system. And then third thing is Master Formula. This is like the easy button. So if anybody's taken multivitamins, take a look at the ingredients on the back. There's going to be things in there that you can't pronounce, fillers and that sort of thing. This is like the easy button multivitamin. It comes in these little packets. So it's 4 capsules. It has quick acting, long acting. Let me see if I can read the back of this. One of them is a micronized nutrient capsule. There's a phytocaplet and a liquid vitamin capsule. So it's just filled with all of the vitamins that your body needs in an easy travel pack. So those are my top 3 supplements. And then Patsy's going to talk about some of her favorites.
I'm going to talk about top 3 oils. And I'm going to start with Abundance, since that's kind of our feature is Abundance. I really love the smell of this oil. Abundance combines oils such as orange and ginger. They were used by the ancient cultures to attract prosperity and magnify joy and peace. So it has the orange peel oil, it has the frankincense, patchouli, clove oil, ginger root oil, myrrh, and cinnamon bark and black spruce, and smells heavenly. So Britta did an abundance challenge not too long ago, and that's how I became acquainted with the oil. And we were using it daily, and we started like doing little gratitude journals, also writing down if we experienced any change in our lifestyle with using the abundance oil. And it's amazing. They say, I think Gary said, sprinkle it on your wallet, sprinkle it on your checkbook. Everywhere you want abundance, sprinkle it. So I like to put it on the palm of my hands, and whatever I touch, bring abundance. And the next oil that I like is Believe. And it has a lot of the firs, spruces. So it has Idaho blue spruce. I like the bottle. This is a pretty bottle too, because I have one of my hairs on there. Sorry, y'all. Idaho blue spruce, Idaho balsam fir, frankincense, and it has coriander, and it also has bergamot and frankincense and ylang ylang and geranium oil. And the formulation with the Believe is to encourage feelings of strength and faith. So we use it aromatically. We have it in the diffuser quite a bit. And the last oil is hard to choose just 3. I have probably 20 oils sitting right in front of me right now that I just use kind of faithfully. They're everywhere, all over the house, all over the inside of my vehicles, the offices, the kitchen counters, the bathroom, everywhere. So, but my absolute fave is rose oil. Rose essential oil is the product of one of the most recognizable and culturally significant flowers in the world. This rose oil is very intoxicating in its aroma. It's just as beautiful as the blooms itself. As I look out the window, I have a couple of Damascus roses growing, and the Japanese beetle have obliterated the blooms. Otherwise, I would have bouquets in here tonight. But anyway, back to my subjects. The rose oil is distilled and it gently releases the delicate flowers, oils through steam distillation. Each 5 ml bottle of this rose oil takes 22 pounds of petals. So I tried to come up with 22 pounds on a scale, and I mean, I have lots of roses, and I was cutting roses and cutting roses and cutting roses trying to get 22 pounds on a scale, and just like, I had to give up. I couldn't get there. It's just, so that's why it's a precious little oil, and our cost is $191 for 5 mils. The interesting thing about the rose oil also is it is a very thick oil, and sometimes even to get it out, you have to hold it in your hand and get it warm before you can even get it to drop out of the bottle. We use it for it can be used for topical application to create feelings of inspiration and elevated spiritual experiences. It has such a sweet aroma that encourages feelings of positive self-reflection, and it can create an uplifting feeling when it's inhaled. And it has been used topically for thousands and thousands of years, Cleopatra, and today it's found in many of the skin products and other blends that Young Living has. And another, like the rose ointment has the rose oil in it, and that's really good for all things skin related. So that's what I have for the oils. Do you want me to go on and do the products, Ange, or?
Sure.
Okay. So then the top 3 products with convention this year, it was kind of nice. We had a new product introduction, and it is called Bloom. And it's a brightening cleanser. Well, there's 3 parts to it. There's a cleanser, and it's a facial wash that reveals radiant skin, and it's going to leave your face feeling fresh and smooth. It's powered by plumeria flowers, and I have 6 plumeria trees outside my window. My aunt and uncle went to Hawaii quite a bit back in the 70s and 80s, and they bring back stems, and my uncle would plant them. I live in Nebraska, and yes, they will grow here during the summer. So they live in the basement. We live in an old farmhouse, and they hide out in the basement until June, and then they're safe to come out until September. But the petals are beautiful, and this product has plumeria flower in it, and it's a great smell in the plumeria flowers too. But anyway, the plumeria flower extract also has with the sodium hyaluronate and the percaxi seed oil that helps to cleanse and hydrate the skin. The main reason they developed Bloom was to address the unevenness in the skin that's lost natural radiance. So me, you know, hey, you get old, stuff happens. But there's a skin brightener, and it makes more luminous skin using natural, clean ingredients, which is huge. I mean, everything is plant-based. The products have the Shirlume brightening complex inside, and that's one of the key components to it. And I don't think you can probably see this, but it's fun just to look at. Grandson just gets enamored by just twirling the bottle up and down because it has mica in it, and this is the essence. It's kind of takes the place of a toner. So you follow with you take the cleanser, you cleanse your face, and then you follow with this essence, and then you just place it on your skin. But if you look at the bottom before it's been kind of rolled around, all this little mica formation is sitting in the bottom of the bottle. So you have to kind of swirl it and twirl it around to get it to go in. So that's one of the benefits of the essence. I should go with benefits. The essence, it's luminous, and it's a kind of a gel texture to the infused moisturizing into the skin. And it's pH balanced, and it's a restoration formula that supports the skin barrier function. It reduces the appearance of pores, and it's going to leave your skin feeling refreshed and radiant. And to be honest, I have not used this yet because I'm still using my art. So I'm almost finished with art. When I'm finished with the art, I will definitely be using this. Again, this has a Shirlume, and key ingredients are the Madonna lily leaf cell extract, which is a brightener, and it helps prevent and decrease appearance of dark spots. It has apple fruit extract, which increases hydration by 88%. That's pretty huge, and it makes it for a really nice, smooth feeling skin. And it has green algae extract. Again, that will provide hydration. And it has been shown to also, with the algae will decrease excess oil, and along with supporting the microbiome of the skin, which is very important. And again, it also has a Shirlume brightening complex in it. Then the final is the brightening lotion, and nice pretty bottle there. And again, it's infused with the Shirlume brightening complex. And this has the most advanced natural ingredients available for brightening the skin's appearance while boosting natural radiance. It's a lightweight hydration. It helps to moisturize your skin with antioxidants that's going to minimize appearance and help prevent future damage. It is formulated with Pili pulp oil, which is sourced directly from our Happy Pili farm and distillery, which is in the Philippines. And it's cultivated and crafted according to Young Living's expectations and exacting seed to seal quality commitments. The Pili is native to Southeast Asia, and the Pili pulp offers major moisturizing benefits for the skin. So it also addresses unevenness to the skin and skin that's lost its natural radiance. So that's part of the trifecta of the products for the Bloom. The other products that I use on a daily basis is our Savvy line. And we had a huge, another win-win-win at convention this year when they finally introduced for us the Savvy liquid mineral make. Been wanting to have this for so long, but I have been using the Savvy liquid, or not the, but the mineral base, which I still use along with the liquid. It's more like a finishing powder that I kind of turn that into. But the reason Savvy is so important, I mean, women have been using makeup for so, many years, generations, I should say. It's, to cover up your skin, and it's contained such harsh chemicals. We've done so much damage. I don't think we really realize how much we've done. In the last few decades, we've seen quite a bit of buzz with the rise of clean beauty and all the, free from the parabens, phthalates. And we were really happy. I was extremely happy that Young Living brought out clean makeup, because with the product line, it's kind of leading the revolution, the bandwagon, and mainstream. Everybody thinks, well, everything that we're buying over the counter has to be good for us. I mean, it can't be bad. They wouldn't sell it if it wasn't bad. Well, there's so many products out there that are so toxic that they have ingredients that we should not even be using. And the European Union has banned over 1,328 ingredients that are found currently in products on the shelf in the United States. And we're putting that on our skin, and that the skin is our largest organ that we have. And the skin is trying to process out all this toxins that's, constantly being slathered with. Women in general, you have over 80 different products that you could have possibility of over 80 different chemicals that you're going to apply before you even have your first cup of tea in the morning. With Young Living, they have banned 2,500 ingredients, where the European Union is only banned, it's banned 1,328. But the United States is really slow behind the curve on banning toxic ingredients in products. And hopefully with this new revolution, they will get caught up to speed. Again, Savvy Minerals, they're responsibly sourced. They're all naturally derived. They're all plant-based products. And that goes a long way with our seed to seal, knowing that we can trust the ingredients. And they also have marvelous little brushes. And this is a new part of the makeup. It just feels so soft to use to apply your makeup with. They also brought out the concealer this year, which has been, everybody's been asking for the concealer, and it really glides on and does a great job of coverage. Comes in 13 different, that comes in 7 different shades, but the liquid mineral comes in 13. And just to show you, they have a little card here that come with the makeup, liquid makeup, so you could do color matching to see which color would match, so you'd be sure to have. But the one thing that's nice is, with this being plant-based and it has reflectivity to it, it's you're able to use a lot of different colors where you don't think you'd be able to use it. It's very versatile, I guess is what I'm trying to say, with color matching. Savvy also has a hydrating primer you can use before you put on and the makeup, and it also has a misting spray. I lost my cap somewhere, I don't know, but we got a misting spray that you would spray on the brush like this, and then you would dip it into, swirl it into the cap of your powder if you're going to use powder, or if you're going to apply your blush. I have a great little mascara, and I don't know what I did with my palette, but we have palette of eyeshadow now too. So that's part of the Savvy line. And finally, my other third one is Thieves, everything Thieves. Can't go wrong with Thieves. Thieves is start with the Thieves oil, and with the Thieves oil, which is the blend of clove, lemon, cinnamon bark, eucalyptus, and rosemary. They developed a complete line around that oil. I'm just going to highlight the things I use daily. Dish soap, I still wash dishes by hand. Yeah, sorry. Then we have a Thieves spray, which is really nice to have now, especially with what's going on in our world with our little environment. There's the hand sanitizer, non-toxic, plant-based, and the ethanol that's in there, or the alcohol that's in here, is based off a plant-based, so it's good, it's non-toxic. The mouthwash, in the toothpaste, and the Thieves cleaner. And this replaced every cleaner in our house, this little bottle right here. So that's all I have for tonight.
You want to go ahead and talk about how people enroll if they have a friend that's interested?
Yeah, if you have a friend that's interested, you have to develop a relationship first. And once you have a relationship developed, you can start finding out, like when Angie was talking about the form earlier, you ask those questions and that relates to the relationship. Once they develop a trust with you and they feel like they know that you're going to lead them in the right direction, you can mention the fact that, thanks, Tracy, I'm glad to see somebody else does dishes by hand. With the, I got sidetracked, sorry. With enrolling your friends, you want to make sure that, again, you develop the relationship. Once you developed the relationship, you can offer them to take a look at what we have going with Young Living. You can mention we have an extremely generous compensation plan. We have wholesale pricing. We have 24% off our products as we buy them. We offer the Essential Reward package. With the Essential Rewards, they can customize what they would like to have sent every month. Starting in, let's see, today's the 10th, so like in 20 days, we will have free shipping on our orders that reach 100 PV. We have exclusive experiences for people that are with Young Living. There are the farm tours, there's conventions, there's On the Grow events. We have another On the Grow event virtual coming up here shortly. I think it's the 20th, 22nd. It's a nice community of friends that get together. We offer education like we're doing Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday nights on our little Ever Wonder program. And there's great recognition. And right now, like with the recognition, we have, when you sign up and you invite other friends to take a look at the package deal that we have, and you have them sign up, you're rewarded from Young Living with a nice little thank you gift, a nice little check. And you can add more people to your, guess we'll call it a little team. And the more people that you add to your little team, the more compensation that you have from Young Living. Plus you're developing friendships from all over the world. I mean, Young Living is available all over the world, and there's no limit to who you can invite and how much money that you would like to bring into your family and be blessed with all the abundance. And it's pretty easy to sign up online, and it's going to get easier from the sounds of it. They're going to have a new enrollment, and they're changing the name. So we got big, exciting things coming in September.
Yeah, lots of good changes coming around the bend. So typically how I enrolled people in the past, I would have a class. Well, now that social gatherings are kind of frowned upon, things look a little bit differently. Things are kind of opening back up. So I have had a few friends get together at a time, but I've actually just built a lot of one-on-one. You don't feel like you have to rent out a big venue and be a public speaker and stand in front of a room full of people and have all the information and know everything about the products. We have people that are out there sharing that haven't even gotten their kit in the mail yet. They haven't even used a single product yet, and they're already out there sharing with their friends. So I'm going to give you a few little tips on just how, we already talked about form, asking the questions, post on social media, just use your products, be a product of the product. I, at any given moment in my purse, have at least 12 Young Living products in my purse every single day. Things that I'm always using. I have dental floss, hand sanitizer, deep relief, things that are just coming out to the top of my head. Peace and Calming, lavender, peppermint. I have the lavender lip balm. I have a couple different lip glosses. So, those are just things that are constantly in my purse. I always have packets of Ningxia with me, and I just drink those out in the open. And everybody says, "What is that red packet you're drinking?" That's a great opening to a conversation. Well, that's my super fruit drink that has all of my immune support and supports every body system. Opens up a great window of conversation. So after, and don't just post on social media, hey, does anybody want to buy some oils? I think we all have friends that are out there doing their own home business, and they're constantly saying, message me for a sample or come to my class. Nobody wants to be sold to. Just a reminder, we're not in the business of selling kits. We're in the relationship business. These oils are amazing healing plants. They've done amazing things for our body, and we simply want to share those with our friends. So we're not out to sell a kit. We're out to make a difference in their life and walk alongside of them and educate them. So the important thing is, once you've built that relationship with someone and they form that trust with you, you've invested the time to talk to them about the products, you tell them the best way to get this is the kit. You want to follow up with a strong close. You don't want to just leave them hanging, because then you've just told them about all these great products, but they don't know how to get them in their hands. So you have to have a strong close. You have to show them how to get started. Tell them about the value of it. This isn't a bottle of lavender you're buying at Walmart for $2.99. This is the real deal, seed to seal. I've seen the plant, I've seen the farms, I've watched them plant the plants. You get what you pay for. This is good quality stuff. And you want to make it easy for them. So send them your link. So when you sign up, you have a membership number, and that links you. You never have to sell a thing in Young Living. That's what I love. You never have to sell anything, but you have this tool in your back pocket of your membership number. That's all you need. So send them your link. If you go to your virtual office, over on the left-hand side, there's a tile called Member Resources. Click on that. Then click on Link Builder. And right there, it's got your link in there as putting you as the sponsor and enroller. And there's a little HTTP, a little address there. You just right-click, copy, put it into a text or an email for them, send it right to them. As soon as they click on that, that's going to take them right to the Young Living page. They're going to have your number already put in there for their sponsor and enroller, and you've got your first person. So you can do this. You can even do FaceTime one-on-one with your friends if you don't feel comfortable getting in front of them in person. So just remember, we're trying to bring wellness and abundance to our lives and our friends' lives. So don't be afraid to talk to them, not only about the products, but the business opportunity. You never know who's out there. We have this gold mine in our pocket of not only the products, but the business opportunity. There are people out there praying for what you have in your back pocket, and don't be shy about that. Don't be salesy. Like I said, don't be salesy and say, hey, I've got this kit. Do you want to buy it? Just talk to them, ask them the questions. How have you been sleeping lately? I have so many friends that are sleep deprived because they're stressed out. They're worried about sending their kids back to school, and their kids aren't sleeping. Just listen for those needs and say, you know what, lavender helps me. Can I just give you some lavender to try? Let them try it. Get back with them and say, I'll give you this to try, and I'll touch base with you tomorrow. See how your night went. And just talk to them about lifestyle changes. This is a whole wellness lifestyle. You don't go to the gym once and expect that you're going to be fit and healthy. Well, you don't use lavender one day and expect miracles to happen. It's a lifestyle. You have to use it day by day. You have to take supplements every day. So teach them that you're just educating them on a healthier lifestyle. And the easiest way to do that is to get on the monthly program of Essential Rewards. And everybody should be on Essential Rewards. I'm telling you, you can't be living a life of wellness and abundance by ordering one oil every few months. You have to be on Essential Rewards to really get the benefit. And it gives you an opportunity to touch base with them monthly. Just say, let's get you set up with this kit. This is the best deal. It's going to give you 24% off. It's the same cost I have. That way you have your own login and you don't have to go through me. It's not like other multi-level marketing companies where you have to wait for me to have a party. You have to wait for me to close the party. I'm not ordering for another 2 weeks, and then it gets shipped to me and you have to wait for me to deliver it, and then we have to exchange money. No, Young Living takes all of that out of it. You just give them your number. They have their own account. They can order when they want, what they want. They don't have to wait for you. You don't have to collect the money. You don't have to collect the product. You don't have to store any product. You have no inventory. It is a win-win. And just when they get their kit, make sure that you tell them you really need to get set up on Essential Rewards. You know, try this for the first 3 months and let's replace one thing each month. You know, say for the first month, we're going to start with the oils kit. Next month, I typically recommend the Thieves Household Cleaner and the laundry soap because that's something everybody uses. Everybody cleans their house and everybody uses laundry soap. And then the third month, say we try some supplements or something, you know, just ask what their needs are. What are your top 3 needs? How are you sleeping? How's your energy level? You know, kind of focus on the main things that you find benefit on and just see where they're at in their health journey. And just help them make decisions that add quality to their life. Make sure that you tell them that health is something you need to budget for. We budget for things that are important to us. We budget for our cell phone. We budget for putting gas in our car. Well, we need to budget for our health too. So let's set aside, you know, you need to be on ER at a minimum of 50 PV a month. Let's set aside $50 a month that you're transfer buying. You're not adding that $50 a month into your budget. You're just transferring it. Instead of buying your Windex and your Tide at Target, you're buying it from Young Living and you're buying it from your own business and you're getting non-toxic stuff. So another win-win. Let's see, what else do I have for my notes here? Oh, another good tip, don't assume for people. You know, sometimes you might look at a friend and say, you know, I don't want to bother her because she's going through a rough time right now. She just had a divorce. Money's really tight right now. I really don't want to burden her with that. Don't make that decision for them. This might be just what they were praying for. Maybe they need a little extra income. Maybe they, you know, just a little lavender would help her and her kids sleep at night through this tough transition. They budget for what's important to them. Let them make the decision. Like I said, the worst they're going to do is say no, thank you, and then you say okay, and you move on. It's no big deal. And don't forget to tell them about the income opportunity. Do you realize that when you sign up a friend with a kit, for every premium starter kit you sell, Young Living gives you a $50 check, just $50 straight up cash right to you. So think about how many people that would bless to just have $50 put in their pocket. That's a full tank of gas. You know, that could get somebody 2 weeks worth of gas. And even the beginning levels of Star and Senior Star, some stars and senior stars are making a $300 a month income. You know, think about what $300 a month could mean to someone. That could be a whole car payment just for talking about products you're already using. So don't underestimate the power of that. So use your products, come up with your why. Why do you love these products? Why is it important to you to get these out? Our mission is to get these products in every home in the world. I can't do that myself. Patsy can't do that herself. We need to be teaching our friends to teach their friends to teach their friends so that we can spread this wellness and abundance to everybody in the world. So I have a little challenge for you. Come up with your story, come up with your aha moment. What was the one oil that was just like, oh my gosh, I can't imagine. I don't know how I lived without this product or the oil, whatever. And just make sure you always have that on you. Have it in your purse or in your pocket at all times. And then think of 3 friends. So you've got your pen and paper out. Think of 3 friends. Write down their names right now that could benefit from this. So write their names down and then think about the form that we talked about and come up with one of those questions for them and send them a message this week. Put it out on Facebook or send them a personal message, but just get a message out to them and give it a try. Just strike up a conversation. Post about, I said, be a product of the product. Not only use your stuff when you're out in public. I mean, I literally will put stuff on while I'm standing in line at Target. If my neck's hurting, I'm standing in line at the grocery store and I'm putting Deep Relief on my neck. And let me tell you, that strikes up conversation. People look at me and they say, what are you putting on your neck? Or that smells really good. What is that? Perfect opportunity to share. And you don't need sample bottles to hand out to everyone. Don't make it complicated. Just literally roll it right on them. Say, well, this is Deep Relief. I put it on because my neck hurts. Do you want me to roll it on you and try? I've literally tried that with strangers, and it's been an aha moment. Get their contact information. You know, it might be a little creepy to say, hey, can I have your number? But just, you know, pull up your phone and say, hey, type your name in Facebook. Let's be Facebook friends, and I'll follow up with you and check in with you if you want some more information. It's just a great way to stay in touch with them. And just post on social media. Like I said, don't post, hey, do you want to buy a kit from me? Just post things, not every day, but just intermix it in with your daily stuff. You know, say I'm out on a walk. I post pictures a lot with my dogs. You know, hey, I took my dog for a walk today. So just intermix in there. You know, I went for a really long walk, and now it was a really hot day, so I post a picture of my bottle of peppermint, you know, putting peppermint on my neck to cool my neck down after my long walk with my dog. People are going to ask questions about that, and it strikes up great conversation. So that's your homework. Think of 3 friends, write down their names, think of how they could benefit from the products, and then try one of those form questions and just open up conversation with them. And then post your results in the event in either DW Oil Hub or however you found this class. Just post your comments in there, and it'll be a great learning opportunity for all of us. So does anybody have anything to share? I know, Jan, you've been sharing for a while. Do you have any tips to share, or anybody have any questions? Anybody Instagrammers out there? That's also a good platform too, to just throw out some great pictures. Just post what you've been using, how you've been using it. Well, if we don't have any questions, I will stop the recording, and just want to thank everybody for joining us tonight. It was good to see some good participation.